Welcome to the vocabulary lesson for wealth steps. At the beginning, we have the word poverty. Poverty means having little money or being poor or having no money. So it says people born into poverty means people who are born without money. So poverty is a noun. It's the situation of having no money. It's the situation of being poor. If you are in poverty, it means you are poor. If you're in poverty, it means you don't have money. Right, the next word is vision. So it says step 1, they maintained a long-term vision. Vision is a goal or a dream. It's a goal for the future. It's something big that you want in the future. It's imagining your goal. It's imagining what you want in the future. Okay, so maintain a long-term vision means you keep a future goal and you always remember it. And in the next sentence, we see the word gratification. So step 2, they believed in delayed gratification. Of course, delayed means waiting, means not now, waiting till later. Gratification means pleasure. Pleasure means good feeling. So they believed in delayed gratification. They believed in waiting to feel good. They didn't do something where they always must feel good now, now, now. They believed in waiting. They can wait. They can work hard now and then feel a lot of pleasure later. And then step 3, they use the power of compounding in their favor. Compounding means combining or multiplying. It means getting more and more and more, building more and more and more, increasing more and more and more. The power of multiplying, the power of combining, the power of increasing more and more and more. Now, in business, compounding means usually interest, right? A percent. For example, you borrow $100 from your credit card, but you must pay 20% every month for that credit card, right? So that's compounding. It means you owe more and more and more money every month. So you have $100 after 1 month. Now you owe $120. And then the next month, you have to pay 20%, not of $100. Next month, you have to pay 20% of 120, which means you add 24 more dollars. Now you owe $144, right? And every month it increases more, bigger increase, bigger increase, bigger increase. That's compounding. If you owe money, that's very bad for you. But if you invest, right? If you loan money to other people instead of borrowing, if you make money, compounding money, from stocks, from an investment, from a business, well, then it's very good for you. It means you're getting more and more and more money every month. It increases. That's compounding. Our next word is sacrifice or sacrifices. They were willing to make short-term sacrifices to gain long-term success. So a sacrifice is something you give up, something you give away, or something you want but you don't get. Right? A sacrifice is kind of like something painful that you do because in the future it will give you something better. Okay, let me give you an example. For example, if maybe you don't like to exercise, right? It's not fun. It's painful. But you sacrifice, you do exercise now, you have pain now, because in the future, you know you will feel much better. You'll feel stronger. You'll feel healthier, more energy. And then you will feel very good, a lot of pleasure. Does that make sense? So it's this idea of that you do something painful now. So it's a painful action now to get good stuff, good things in the future. Right? So it's do something painful now to get something better in the future. We call that a sacrifice. Okay. So for money, you have to sacrifice, right? You have $1,000 now. You could buy a new car with a loan or buy expensive clothes, right? That's pleasure now, good feeling now. Or you can sacrifice. You can save that money, right? No pleasure now. But you save it now because in the future, you're saving more and more. You'll be very happy and a lot of pleasure in the future. So you're sacrificing now, right? Something unpleasant now, something that doesn't feel good now. So you can get something nice in the future. That kind of action we call a sacrifice. Okay, finally, I said they sacrificed for long-term success. They invested money, even tiny amounts, and multiplied it by the power of compounding interest. Okay, remember, compounding means increasing more and more. It means multiplying, right? Increasing more and more and more, compounding. Interest means it's a percent, right? A percent you pay for a loan or a percent you make from an investment. So we might say 5% interest. Credit cards sometimes have 20% interest. It means you pay 20% every month. And it's compounding. You pay 20% of the total every month. So the amount you pay gets higher and higher. All right, our next word is glorious. What are your dreams? What is your glorious vision? Glorious means wonderful, fantastic, amazing, right? Glorious, all very similar. Okay, and then we have the word specific. It's an easy word, you probably know. Specific means detailed, not general. It's the opposite of general. General means kind of everything. Specific means, one thing, one detail, very detailed. So it means write the details of your dreams. Think about the details of your dreams, not something very general. I want to be rich. That's general. If you say, I want $520,000, that is specific. Okay, so that's specific. Next, we have fade. Don't let your dreams fade. Fade. To fade, it's a verb. To fade means to get less and less and less slowly, or to get smaller and smaller and smaller slowly, or to get weaker and weaker and weaker slowly, right? So less and less and less slowly, not fast. That's fade, to fade. The bottom of page 1, we have the phrase again, return on investment, a very important phrase in business, so we should repeat it. Return on investment, again, it's the amount of money you make compared to the amount you spent. So you start a business with $100 and you make $1,000. So that's a great return on investment, right? Your return on investment was $900. It's similar to the idea of profit, right? So you're comparing what you spent, what you invested, how much, Then you compare that to how much you make. We use it in advertising a lot, in marketing. So you say, every month I spend $1,000 advertising, but I make, $5,000 from new sales, from new customers. So my advertising has a good return on investment, right? It means I spend every $1 I spend advertising, I make $5 back. So it's a profit of $4 for every single dollar I spend. That's a good return on investment. Okay, and then finally on the second page, we have the phrase real estate. Real estate. Now, real estate means land or buildings, quite simply. And we use it for business, okay? So in business, when you buy land because you want to make money from it, then you say you buy real estate. If you're buying a building or a house because you want to rent it and make money, or later you might sell it to make more money, then you say, it's real estate. Your house is real estate. So real estate is land or buildings that you're using for a business purpose. Okay, that is all for the vocabulary for this article. See you next time.